Hey guys, welcome to a little channel update. I wanted to let you guys know what I'm planning on doing with the channel here. So it's going to be real quick, not going to be too long here. Right now I have several series going on. I've got Ultimate Doom, I got Doom 2, I have Human Resource Machine, which I do periodically. Of course I've got Sandstone, I've got the new series, Tekkit Classic, and then also you may have noticed Quake 3 Arena, and that's kind of interesting. I was actually going through my closet cleaning it out, which I do periodically, and I looked and I saw the Quake 3 Arena discs, and I hadn't played Quake 3 Arena in quite a while. In fact, I didn't even have it on the computer, and I found the disc. It's like, oh man, I love this game. So, but it's an old game, and it really, it looked terrible. I loaded it up, I looked at it, it looked horrible, and I tried to record on it, and it didn't look too good. It didn't record in any sort of standard YouTube type resolutions, like 1280 by 720 or 1080p, 720 or 1080p. But anyways, what it had done with basically all of their stuff is they really had released a source code to it. So I thought, well, someone's probably done a source port for Quake 3. And sure enough, they did. It's called IO Quake. And actually, I downloaded that and installed that, got that going. And then the high-res texture pack, which was available, which basically covers about 99% of the textures. And of course, both of those links to those programs are in the Quake 3 Arena description. And I think I've got it scheduled out. Those things are, I think the longest video is maybe 5 minutes. It doesn't take very long to go through it. But I'm enjoying actually going through that. I'm going to record them and post them. But what I am going to do is basically wind the channel down to one series, and that will be Tekkit Classic. So, of course, I'm going to finish Sandstone, get that squared away, finish off Ultimate Doom, and I'm probably going to just finish off, I'm in episode 2 right now. I'll probably just finish that episode 2 and get that out of the way and get that done. I may do episode 3, but I probably won't do episode 4. I'll see how that goes. Doom 2, try to get that squared away. To be honest, I'm not sure I'm going to even continue Doom 2. I'm kind of losing interest in it, and I only get like 2 views on it anyway, so I don't know that anybody's really interested in Doom. I think at the most I get maybe 5 views on it. I'm not really sure anybody's interested in the old Doom games anyways, but I may do it because I'm enjoying playing it, and it's, I could just record it. All of those Ultimate Doom, Doom 2, Quake 3 Arena, Human Resource Machine, I don't do any commentary on those. I can record those when the kids are running crazy and acting like little hooligans. So, those are easy to do, and I just, the Quake 3, those are like 5 minutes long even. I think the introduction one and I added I recorded the actual introduction to Quake 3 Arena, where you have Sarge shooting, and, he throws himself on top of the horde. I even put that in there, and the video was still only 2 minutes long. So, yeah, those are like super short videos, but I'm having a blast playing that again. Oh, it's so much fun. Quake 3 Arena was really, really fun for me. It wasn't as much fun as Unreal Tournament. I think Unreal Tournament was probably the best in that sort of genre, but unfortunately, Unreal Tournament, I have Unreal Tournament 2004. It doesn't work with under Windows 10. It won't work. It just crashes every time. And I've tried to. There's quote unquote fixes that you can download, and I've tried them all, and none of them work. So, unfortunately, because I love that game. But Quake 3 Arena is definitely good. It's a little different animal. It's the pace is much faster than Unreal. It's just fun. I enjoy doing it, and I've got both. I've got the Quake 3 Arena and the Team Arena as well. But anyways, I'm going to be winding all those series down. And once they get done, once I put them to bed, once I decide I'm not going to do them anymore, that's it. I'm not going to do them anymore. And I'm not going to start any new series. And the only series that I will have on my channel will be the Tekkit series. And that's going to be sort of the series of the, because I don't really, I don't know, I just find myself not having any time at all anymore. And I just don't have time for all this stuff. And, the stuff that doesn't have commentary, I really don't get very many views on it. I'm doing it because I was doing it because I could do it while, the kids were going on. But honestly, there's other stuff that I want to do. I don't know if you've heard of a program called Twine, but it kind of makes it's a sort of choose your own adventure type of thing. It generates HTML files and sort of a choose your own adventure type of thing. And I've been messing around with that. It's got a little bit of programming associated with it, so you can sort of do adventure games with it. But it's mostly just like a choose your own adventure type of thing. And I've got some ideas, but I've been wanting to do that sort of thing for a while. So that's the project I want to work on. There were a couple of videos on Tharsis that I posted, which I'm not going to do any more of that. It's just too random. The game's just way too random. There isn't enough strategy elements in the game. It's basically a dice game. It's really what it is. It's like a Yahtzee game. It's just 99% luck. And it's not that it's not fun. It's very roguelike, and that's, in one way, but it doesn't have the strategy of a good roguelike game. That's the problem. It's really lacking in the strategy. Now, I've heard people say, oh, there's a deep strategy that you can deal with. Well, yeah, there is some strategy elements to it, but you can play the game perfectly and still get screwed over because of the random number generator. So it's let's say 98% random. But, you know that going in, because it's basically a board game that they've put on the computer that you use dice with. So, it's like Trouble or Parcheesi or any of those other dice kind of games. It's a dice game. Let's face it, it's a dice game. And dice games are, by nature, by definition, random. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I played the game probably 10 times straight, never got above my high score of 640. Never. So, I'm just not going to waste any more time playing the game until they do something a little bit more strategic with it. But I got the idea of sort of making my own version of the game and adding some RPG strategy elements in there. So that's a project I want to work on. So anyways, I want to work on other stuff. So I'm going to be winding down the channel, but I'm going to keep the Tekkit Classic. And I will finish Sandstone and the other ones. I don't know about Doom 2. I don't know. I may do that every once in a while. I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and finish episode 2 on Doom, on the Ultimate Doom. And I'm just going to wrap up those other series, just wrap them up and put them to bed. And then I will concentrate on Tekkit, wrap up Sandstone, put that to bed. And then from then on out, I'm just going to concentrate on doing Tekkit. And as I've already stated in that video, that's going to be a irregular series. I'm not, how do I say this? I'm not playing the game to record. It's interesting. If you look at YouTube, I'm going to get off on a little rant, not a rant here, but I'm going to chase a little rabbit here for just a minute. So kind of bear with me, guys, because this is something I've noticed, and I think it's interesting, but I want to talk about it just for a second. That is, you've got basically two groups of people that post videos on YouTube. One, you got the group that play the game and record it, but they're playing the game. Then you got this other group that is playing the game to record it. In other words, they wouldn't be playing the game unless they were recording it. And they're just playing the game to record it. Now, I'm in the first category. I'm playing the game and I'm just going to record it. And I record it because I just want to share it with you guys. Share what I'm doing. That's the fun part about it. But I'm playing the game. So, you know what? I'm going to go from like the video that you will see. I'm going from talking about building my nether base to the video that'll come out after this, where I've built my nether base because I'm playing the game. and I will record it when I get a chance to record it and kind of bring you guys up to speed on what I'm doing. But I'm playing the game because I enjoy it. I'm not playing the game to record. I am playing the game and recording it. And I've noticed that there are guys that just play these games to record. But then you have this other group that are playing the games and they record it. So, I mean, people like B-Ran, for example, they play the game, but they also record it. They don't play the game to record. They're playing the game. I mean, yes, they're recording it, but they're playing the game. OG Games, for example, they're playing the game and they're recording it. And they do it because they want to share the game. But you have other people, I'm not going to name any names, but you have these other guys. And you can really tell the difference between the two class of individuals. When I watch B-Ran, there's a real reality, there's a realness to it. Or watch OG play the game. It's fun because they're playing the game. But then you watch XYZ YouTuber, generally the bigger guys, but not all of them. A lot of wannabes do this. They're playing the game, but you can tell that they're just playing the game so that they can have something to put on their channel to get the views so that they can be a YouTuber. And I don't enjoy watching those guys. That's why I don't watch most of the big guys anymore. In fact, I don't watch any of the big guys anymore. I'm sorry to say. Because they are, almost all of them. There are some exceptions. Zisto, Etho, a couple of good exceptions there. But they are to a same extent doing the same thing because that's their job. They're playing the game so that they have something to put on their channel. And that's not the same. It's just not the same. So what I'm doing is I'm playing the game and I'm going to throw a recording out there every once in a while just to share it with you guys. But, even if I wasn't going to record it, I'll still be playing the game. And I'm still going to be doing it because I'm just having a blast playing Tekkit Classic. So that's going to be basically the only thing that's going to be on there after I wrap up all this other stuff. And I expect Tekkit Classic to go on for a while. So it's going to be a long running series because there's a ton of stuff in there. I was just reading through the wiki the other day. In fact, I go through the wiki every day and I'm looking at stuff, and trying to figure out, what's in there because it's just been so long. And oh my goodness, there are so many things. Nuclear power, just the automation systems. And they took out stuff too. I mean, they took out some of this stuff, I guess, based on permissions and whatnot. So it doesn't even include everything that was in the old Tekkit. And there are still tons of stuff to do in that thing. So it'll definitely be a long running series. But again, it's just going to be irregular, and I'm just playing the game, and I will record it occasionally and share it with you guys. So anyways, channel update. So that's basically what's going to be happening here. So I appreciate it, and I appreciate all the support. And there'll be other videos, but they're going to be a little different nature. In other words, if I finish a project, I'm going to a project that's not related to gaming, for example, like my little program I'm working on. My own version of Tharsis, for example. Once I get that to an alpha stage where it's playable, I'll do a little recording on it and I'll post it out there and you guys can download it and try it for yourself. That sort of thing. When I get some of this Twine stuff going, the story that I want to work on, I've been thinking about this story for a long time. It's called, I'll give you a little preview here. It's called Darkness Falls. For some reason, night falls and morning never arrives. But more than that, this darkness is almost tangible. It's got stuff in it. So, the Stephen King Mist story? Yeah, it's sort of like that. But I had this idea before I even read Stephen King's Mist. I've had this idea for a long, long time. And in fact, it's sort of like, it's actually sort of like the old there's an old Twilight Zone episode that has sort of a similar theme to it, where darkness falls and then daylight never comes, but it's a little bit different in the sense that it's just darkness. In other words, it's nighttime, and there's a lot of discussion about why there's nighttime. It's a really good episode. In fact, it's maybe even on YouTube, because there's a bunch of Twilight Zone episodes on YouTube that you can watch. It's real good. But in my version is sort of a cross between the old Twilight Zone and Myst, where you have monsters, but it's going to be darkness. So anyways, it's a story idea I've had for a long, long time, but I think it'd make a really good choose your own adventure type story. So I'm going to do that. And there's going to be other things as well. So, and I'll post little videos on those. But as far as YouTuber kind of gaming stuff is, yeah, we're going to get it down to Tekkit, and then that'll be irregular and just every once in a while. So anyways, guys, I appreciate it. And just a little channel update for you. Of course, you know, I ramble on like I always do, but there you go. So just to let you know what's going on. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hanging with me. Especially thank you for the guys that have given me comments, B-Ran, Court, Condrick. I'm sure there's other people I'm forgetting as well. But yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And I will talk.